Hey champions, Arian, Tyson here. Real quick, I wanted to shoot this video to talk about the importance of taking care of your mental energy. Mental energy is very important, especially when life hits you. It becomes important when things in your life alter and they steer away from the course that we thought that we were on. And that's what life will do. Life will often throw curveballs at us. Life will often punch us in the mouth, and it's how we deal with them head on that will determine if we pass the tests that are ultimately inevitable, or if we run like a deer in headlights. And the thing about it, what we need to understand is it's about mental perspective. What we see in life, how we feel about ourselves and the people around us greatly depends on how we think. You've often heard me say it, that everything starts in the battlefield of the mind. And the somewhat scary truth of the matter is our mental perspective on just about everything comes from the psychological cage that we've been conditioned to live in. A cage that's been created by a difficult or disappointing past, or by being brought up in a privileged or sheltered life, or by social influence, or by popular culture, etc. And gradually, unbeknownst to us, our cage, our conditioning drains our mental energy, leaving us vulnerable to bad decision making. So the question is, what can we do about this? How can we free our minds? And there are a couple things I'm going to share with you that I've learned, that I've had to learn the hard way, as far as taking care of your mental energy. Number one, you have to realize that you have to control your inner craving to control the uncontrollable. What do I mean by that? You have to let go of control and be okay with it. And this is one of the greatest struggles that I've had to deal with, that many of us are dealing with quietly on a daily basis. And because letting go of control goes directly against what society teaches us, because we're go-getters and we are doers and we are the architects of our own destiny. We build things and make things happen on our terms. We don't wait for anything to happen on someone else's terms. At least that's what I've learned growing up from, dealing with teachers, coaches, what I've learned through movies, through music, etc. So allowing things to happen was not in my DNA, has not been in my DNA over the last several years, but it was in my DNA for most of my life. And in this period of my life, I've never been one to just sit back and passively let go of control. Now, over the years, my perspective has changed. And I've learned the hard way that a great deal of the control we believe we have over our lives is an illusion. For example, the fact that I've had to watch a cousin die of cancer at 18. She didn't have no control over that. The fact that I've had to watch people close to me die suddenly. They didn't have any control over that. The fact that I've seen relatives and friends pass away from car accidents, where someone else's situation altered their life as a whole. They didn't have any control over that. It happens every day. Situations we think we have control over, we really don't. So what can we do? The only choice we have is to let go and be mindful that in the game of life, we all receive a unique set of unexpected limitations and variables in the field of play. The key is to not argue for your limitations and not to live in your limitations. The question is, how will you respond to the hand you've been dealt? And that's a tough one, because a lot of us wish we could change our hand. A lot of us don't like the cards that we've been dealt. But truthfully, there's so much about life that we cannot control. It makes no sense to waste all of our energy on these things and then blatantly neglect everything that we can control, right? Another thing is when it comes to our resistance to the present reality of life. When life has to be a certain way in order to be good enough for you, you instantly close yourself off from all the real and present opportunities that are available. You spend all your mental energy resisting life rather than making the best of your life. And one of my coach tells us and reminds us so much now to live your best life. And sadly, this is how the vast majority of humans live, stuck in a perpetual cycle of resistance. And when you consciously choose to let go of the way it should be, and I'm speaking from experience, you free your mind to deal with life's unexpected changes, challenges, and chaos in the most effective way possible. Closing the door, completing that chapter, turning the page, etc. It doesn't matter what you title it. What matters is you find the strength to leave in the past those parts of your life that you are over, so that you can better attend to the present. And then finally, and this video is a little longer than I thought it was going to be, because I'm looking at the time now. Your participation and engagement in needless drama needs to stop. And to think about this, the drama you're going through right now, and I don't personally know your situation, but the drama that you're going through at any given moment is not fueled by the words or deeds of others or external sources at all. It is fueled primarily by your mind that gives the drama importance. And yes, we all do this to ourselves sometimes, myself included. It's because the world isn't the predictable, orderly, blissful place we like it to be. We want things to be easy, comfortable, and well ordered 24/7. That's just not reality. So our inner conflict begins to boil over. But again, the problem isn't the world or other people's thoughts and behaviors. These aspects of life will always be a bit of an unpredictable mess. But the problem is we're holding on too tightly to ideas that don't match reality. In other words, our resistance to accept things as they are fuels our drama. And it's time for us to put a stop to it, because we're existing and we actually think we're living, and that's a dangerous place to be in. So I wanted to share that with you. I hope that it gave you something to think about. And if it did, feel free to leave me a comment. Feel free to like, comment, and share this video. And remember, in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian Tyson, the Moving Motivator, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.